Yo, what up guys, Rifardi here. This is a detailed champion guide for Vrask, an epic spirit affinity champion for the Orcs faction, who is one of Raid Shadow Legends' best healers. Yes, in the epic category at least. So I want to talk about his skills first of all, and so we'll also see his masteries, his builds, and where you can use him in the game. So stay tuned all the way to the end. On his A1, it's not that special. You just think he's an ordinary A1 that just fills this champion's turn meter by 20% of this attack. Fills this champion's turn meter by 20% if this attack is critical. Right, it's just a normal A1, nothing special about it. All right, let's move on to the A2 first of all. On the A2, he just attacks one enemy, nothing special about it either. You're like, so where is the skill? He just has 2 skills and then 1 passive. Then you go ahead and read the passive and you see that heals all allies by 10% of this champion's max HP whenever this champion inflicts a critical hit. Now, that's the bread and butter of this champion. That's what is known for, this passive. This passive is made possible by the A1, which we just skipped over like it's nothing. Because they say if the A1 crits, it's going to fill his turn meter by 20%. It's not 5, 10. It has a huge 20% turn meter fill. It's a huge one if he crits. That means this is a champion you want to build with 100% crit rate. I'm talking about 100, not even 99, not 98, because you don't want that small chance that he does not crit. Being a spirit affinity champion, this champion will get weak hits against magic affinity, because that's the way raid works, right? So you want him to go against void or the normal spirit or force affinity champions. When you're against magic, you will get a lot of weak hits sometimes, except he has some accessories that will change his weak hits into normal or crit hits. On the aura though, he's increased ally defense in all dungeons by 33%. Usually for epics we see a 25% increase in defense also, but he comes in here with a 33% because it is restricted to only dungeon content. It's not like he works in the arena or other places. So that's his skill, that's his aura. Let's move on to his artifacts, how I build this champion. Being a champion that you want to build with 100% crit rate, who you know will heal by how many percent again? Let's remind ourselves. 10% of his max HP. This means that this champion has to have high HP. And you see that his damage is based on HP, right? Damage based on HP. So this high amount of HP might do some damage, but no, his multipliers are nothing to write home about in terms of the damage department. So this is not a damage dealing champion per se, because they didn't say that the heal will be based on the damage he deals. No, the heal will happen as long as he crits. So all we need on this champion is high HP and high crit rate. That's all. So for me to concentrate on high HP and high crit rate and allow him to do a lot of this skill in terms of the A1, I put him in a, what do you call this set again? Retaliation set. That's the name. Retaliation set. This set will allow him to hit whoever hits him back. So you touch Vrask, he takes a turn. Anybody that hits him, he takes a turn. So that's the whole purpose of putting him in this set. Now, if you're coming down here on the accessories, you might also want to go for those counter-attack accessories. Now, I don't have good counter-attack accessories. That's why I didn't go for them. But I'll show you some right here. That's one of them. 5% chance to counter-attack when hit. Why do you need this extra 5% for your ring, gauntlet? Your ring, amulet, or banner is because you're increasing your chances of counter-attacking. Because the artifact alone gives you how many percent? A 35% chance of counter-attack. That's a huge chance to counter-attack. We know that, right? And then if you add a 5 here extra 15%, you might come up to about a 65% chance, or 55% chance of counter-attacking. So if you do have counter-attack accessories, this is the champion to use it on for sure. I don't have good one with high HP, that's why I didn't use it on him. So that's my artifact. You see me using HP right here on the gauntlet, HP on the chest, not HP on the boots, but speed on the boots, because you don't want this champion to be slow. He's not just sitting there waiting to be hit. He has to take turns for him to actually do the healing from the A1. I went also HP right there on the the ring with some HP substat, HP on the Amulet, you might say, what about crit damage? Remember, we are not building this champion for damage. We are building him for high HP because he heals based on his max HP. And also I went HP on the banner and speed substat right there. This is not a champion that requires too much stats in terms of some champions require accuracy, they need crit rate, they need crit damage and all that. He just needs two things from you: high crit rate, high HP. That's it. Now, if you on your own want to squeeze in damage in terms of a damage gauntlet, amulet right there, crit damage gauntlet, or you wanted to go with crit damage glove, it's your choice. I wanted high HP and that's what I went for. Also over here I went for HP. Everything basically I went for has HP or crit rate. So I wanted crit rate on all my artifacts, so I don't have to put a crit rate banner over here. A crit rate glove. So that's my artifacts. What other choice of artifacts can you use on this champion that will work just fine? The best one that I can think of, if you do not have good retaliation set, the next one I can think of is relentless sets, because it allows him to take a turn, just like he does for Amiga and other champions, or Ciri could use relentless sets. This champion, as long as he's taking his turn doing the A1s, this is a set that you can also put on him. Yes, as long as you have enough crit rate and enough HP to make it happen. So if I had like 100k HP from relentless set and 100% crit rate, I might put it on him because I wanted him to be doing as much healing as possible. But relentless is kind of less chances of you taking a turn because he doesn't get hit as often, and whenever that relentless procs, there is a very low chance that you take an extra turn. It's an 18% chance of you taking an extra turn, a very low chance. Why the retaliation has a 35% chance that you take an extra turn whenever you're hit. So if another enemy takes a turn and do an AO, you go again. So I think with retaliation you get more turns than with relentless, but it's a good set also. Just go for retaliation set. That's the best one for him. So you will not see many Vrask in Raid Shadow Legends being built any other way aside from retaliation and relentless. Those are the two ones I recommend. Alright, if you're a new player in the early game, maybe speed set is just fine. You don't have any other set. If you do not have enough crit rate to even do all this stuff that you're talking about, remember, if this champion does not have crit rate, there is no point for you to go for these sets. Make sure you have the crit rate first before you're trying to go for sets. That's what I would recommend. So if you have good crit rate in these sets, go for it. I was scrolling over to this crit rate set for newer players who might get their crit rate only from this set. Alright, let's go to the next thing that you want to talk about, his masteries. Yes, right there, I do not have masteries on him, but I show you right here the masteries that I intend to finally build on this champion. He is best known as a support champion who does healing, so he will benefit a great deal from this mastery right here that, increases his max HP by 810. That's the number one mastery you want on him. The second one over here is Lay on Hands, that increases the value of heals this champion cast by 5%. So it really boosts his heals that he gives to all your allies champion by 5%. The next mastery that you want on him is increase the amount of healing and the value of shields buff placed by this champion by 10% if the target ally has 40% or less HP. Those are the three masteries that are most important on Vrask. That's it. Now, any other one you want to choose is totally your choice. But these three is absolutely 100% necessary on Vrask to allow him do more healing. That's it. So I went over here on the offense tree. It's totally not necessary, but when you come down to offense and War Master mastery for a champion who is always doing this, counter-attacking, what does that mean? War Master hits will help him proc and do damage. For a champion who is actually not built for damage, he might be taking a lot of turns from the retaliation set and doing a lot of War Master procs. That's why I went to the offense tree for this champion. So I've seen some people go towards the defense tree and select this mastery Bulwark that allows him to soak up some damage from your allies champion. Because of the high amount of HP he has, he can be your tank as a Bulwark champion on your teams. But I wanted my runs to be a little bit faster, especially against bosses. That's why I went towards the offense tree. That's for masteries for Vrask. now it's time for us to take him to content, talking about dungeon content, where he's best known for, and Doom Tower content. Remember, this is not a beginner Vrask build, so let's head over to the dungeons and see how he does, or a team where he can actually carry them to victory as the main source of healing on the team. I'll scroll over to dungeon 20 and just put together a quick team that can take down a quick dungeon boss. Let me not just kill them quick. Let me rely on a team that needs healing. Something like this. I'm looking for decreased defense, AoE decreased defense. Let me just leave leader right there. And finally Vrask, right? Where is my Vrask? Or should I bring in Seal the Drake in case somebody goes down? Now, for dungeon 20, Vrask is negative affinity, right? But let's see if he can still get his hits off with a negative affinity dragon boss like this. So let's start the run. I'll put him in the leader slot because of that increased defense by 33%. So I just have, what's her name right here, in case somebody goes down and needs to be revived, right? So yeah, that's why she's in there. But usually a Vrask will be your only healer for a dungeon team like this with that increased defense. But remember, the waves can be kind of brutal and they can kind of one-shot some of your squishy champions. That's why you need a reviver in a team like this. All right, let me put it on slow speed so we see when Vrask does his stuff. This is Seal the Drake doing a healing. Boom. How many K? 10K, 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 10K healing on everybody. 10K healing on everybody. That's what you want him here for in a team like this. My team is kind of stacked, so they might not take damage, so you might not see him, but boom, everybody's getting 10K heals. So right here, nobody is in a danger of dying for sure, but just because I have him in this high amount of HP, I didn't show you the total stats, did I? That's why he's doing this amount of healing, 10K heals. Normally, he's supposed to do 9K heals, right? But the only reason why he's doing 10K heals is because of the mastery that has 5% extra heals for him. So that's how I have this champion built. So now that you've seen my Vrask in action for the dungeons, he's doing the heals. Nobody really went low, I know, but if they did go low, he'll be doing the heals for them. All right, let me end the run right there and show you his total stats. That's something I should have added right there in the run. So let me just add it to the video so you know what we are dealing with for Vrask, this type of build. I'll go to my recently used total stat for my Vrask. Right there, total stats. I have 95k HP on him. Yes, because I have HP on my glove, HP on chest, HP on everything, even the banner, amulets, and ring has HP. That's how I was able to come up to 95k HP with all the substats I have from the everywhere else. So my crit right there is 105. Yes, 105 crit right there on Vrask. And crit damage is nothing. I didn't really focus on that. And defense, you can see I didn't really focus on defense at all. So I just needed high HP and high crits. 105 is a little bit too much, but speed is also good. You need 6-star speed boots or 5-star speed boots, whichever one you have on him. And some speed substats will get you up to this speed. 200 speed, 150 speed will work for dungeon 20 content, but for higher content, especially for Doom Tower, which I built this champion for Doom Tower content, that's why I have over 200 speed on him. 220, 230 is the ideal range I should get to, but it works all the same. All right, that's something I missed out on showing you my total stats, so you know what to aim towards for your end game build for Vrask. Now that we've shown him what he does in the dungeon, does this champion belong in the campaign? No, but if you want to 3-star the campaign, he can be that champion that keeps your other champion alive, but you need a revived champion on a team like this in case somebody goes down. So when you want to 3-star campaigns, Vrask will not be the best one. If you want to, he's not a campaign farmer either, so I'll not be showing you that. But for dungeons, and where else did I build Vrask for? Faction Wars. He belongs to the Orcs faction crypt, which is not open today, but he's an MVP. He helps me clear it at this high level of 21. He helped clear that boss, so he keeps your entire team alive. So that's my Vrask build. The last place I want to show you where I use this champion the most. Vrask is not an arena champion. Do not take your Vrask into the arena except you want to be a troll. Why am I talking about a troll? Is because some people will, although he doesn't do much damage. But you see somebody building a team like this for the arena defense, that is. Building a tanky team like, you know what I'm talking about. A team like that looks like this. Let me add my Vrask in there, recently used. You see, HP. Basically, they cannot be killed. This, what is this? So I'm saying, if you want to build a defensive team, I guess that is just there to throw your enemies who try to hit you, then take him in there. But as a offense battle for the arena, he doesn't belong in there at all. So we'll not be showcasing that, because it will take forever to kill that team, because he will be healing, counter-attacking, healing everybody back to full HP. Which is not known for the arena content. You want to take them down on the arena fast. All right, he doesn't belong also in the clan boss, unfortunately. Fine, we put War Master on him, but he doesn't have lifesteal, right? So you think, is that enough to keep him alive, or to keep your allies alive, especially when he's not in lifesteal? I don't think it will work out. I've seen some people use Vrask in the clan boss, but it's not recommended. Neither is it good for the Hydra as a dedicated healer. No. He just belongs where I use him the most is the dungeon and Doom Tower content. Now let me switch over to Doom Tower Hard and show you a quick run of how he can maybe help me clear some of these mid-level waves as a dedicated healer for the team. Now this is a full nuke team. Let me make them a little bit squishier so they can take some damage, I guess. And bring in Vrask in there to be the champion who will do the healing. So take out Abita. Am I gonna die? Because these teams hit so hard. Let me just bring in Seal the Drake to make it a little bit less stressful. I want them to take some damage, and we'll see how Vrask heals them back to full HP. All right, let's see. I'm not gonna run it all the way to the end. I just want to showcase him doing his healing in wave content. I'll put it in 1 speed so we see it in real time happening. Oh, I stunned all of them. I was supposed to allow them to do some damage to me. I forgot. All right, take a turn. You guys wake up and take a turn. I'm already full HP. I don't need more HP, Vrask. Let me put it in 2 speeds so they can actually wake up and take a turn. Who is gonna take a turn? They are all shy. Okay, this dude is about to take a turn. Let's see Astrolon. Let's see how much damage he will do to me, and see how Vrask just heals the team back to full HP. Okay, he only attacked 1 person. Why? Okay, because his skills are locked. I thought he's gonna do an AoE to everybody. But let's see when Vrask, oh, she has what do you call it, lifesteal. So she healed herself back to full HP. She's dead. I want somebody to be low, and then Vrask just goes in there and do a big heal on them. Alright, that's 1 person that is low. Is he gonna die too? Now I want my Vrask to do this healing. Let's see how much healing that my ninja is gonna get before he gets killed. I just want to see this healing happen on that ninja. 10k heals right there. Almost back to full HP. So it takes Vrask 2 hits to take anybody who is half HP to full HP. Because most of these champions have 30k HP, 25k HP if they have good nukers, or even 40k HP if they are like some support unit, or 50k HP. So with 2-3 hits, it can get them to full HP back. So that's what he's best known for. All right, I just wanted to show you how Vrask can help you in these runs also. There's a place in this Doom Tower where he's best known for, the Eternal Dragon, where you don't want to bring in there a lot of skills that have, you know, cooldowns, right? The boss will put your skills on cooldown and will do damage to you or do stuff to you based on how many of your skills he puts on cooldown. So that boss that drops a lot of side arts. This is not a current rotation, so I can't show you that run. So, but that Doom Tower boss, Vrask, is a staple. Now for Doom Tower hard content, Boomer boss, Vrask is also a champion that is used for clearing Doom Tower. Yes, I actually used him as a team like this. So if you have a team of all healers, that's what I used to attempts to clear it, but finally Vogot was able to do it for me. This is a team that most people use for their Doom Tower hard content. For Boomer, he's best known for the team like this. So he keeps those 2 Vogots alive who are kind of slow or tanky enough to keep the other teams alive, and anybody that goes down can be revived by this champion. So he's a known champion for this build like this. I have a video showing you how I cleared this Doom Tower hard on 50 and floor 90. If you want to check out that video, I'll card it right here, so you can see Vrask in action taking down this Boomer boss on floor 90 hard and floor 50 hard. All right, that's my Vrask build guide, masteries, artifacts, and my suggestions on where you can use this champion the most: dungeon content and Doom Tower content. And I just wanted to share this one with you guys. Hope you guys like this video. If you have any questions about my Vrask build, don't forget to leave them below in the comments, or join the Discord and ask any questions there. Share your screenshots with us and we can always guide you there also. You guys leave a like on this video before you click out of it if it helps you. If you have any suggestions or any changes I should make to my Vrask, or anything I missed out on this video, any other content that you use in that I'm not yet aware of, drop them in the comments below and I'll read your comments and always reply you guys. Have a good night, guys. Later.